Hello everyone, and welcome back to Guild Wars 1. So I haven't recorded in a while. Supposed to be working on World of Warcraft stuff. But, yeah. Most of that involves just farming out ogre war beads over and over. Get my macro rep finished, then recording. But then I got back into Guild Wars 2. I think I mentioned that in the last video. Of this and in World of Warcraft. Which, then I started undertaking more of my insane plans. Insane plans involving making lots of gold. By doing lots of events over and over across the day. And doing that for, let's say, 100 days. Yeah. It hasn't been 100 days. It's been maybe maybe a few weeks, like 3 weeks or so. I still have a long ways to go. Problem though is that takes up the majority of the day, because I have to go to the event every 2 hours practically. Not counting, sleeping and other stuff. But yeah, every 2 hours, hit the same event over, over. But hey, it makes like around 5 gold. And if I add another event on before that, it makes about 10 gold an event. Well, 10 gold with both events combined. Which is pretty great, honestly. It's a lot better than it used to be. Used to be we do the whole war boss train for several hours. Then maybe dungeons. And ultimately we'd make 20 to 30 gold a day for several hours worth of work. Now it's like, oh well, we just do these metas and we make potentially up to 100 gold a day. That's a lot better profit. Anyway, focusing back on Guild Wars 1, and I'm going to constantly try to dodge roll when I can't dodge roll. That's going to be a thing, I'm sure of it. Our scale might look a little off-putting. Not really quite friendly. Well, to Kurziks anyhow. I used to be human like you, but I sacrificed my flesh to become a mortal defender of the forest. Since then, I've been assigned to guard House U Howitzer against legend raiders and spies. Can't say it's all that interesting, but then again, it's not like I have much else to do. Let me get this straight. You mainly want to become Kurziks. House U Howitzer will want to hit with us immediately. I mean, are we ready to enter House U Howitzer? Yay. No, yes, I want to enter. So welcome to House U Howitzer. It's very cathedral-ish. Very gothic architecture, cathedral-ish. I like the Kurziks area. Though it's constantly in this sort of darkness. Looks a bit spoopy. But the only problem though is we have so many quests to pick up. Can I help you? Can you help me? Business has never been better. My waiting list isn't getting shorter. Being a legendary instrument crafter is harder than it looks. I'm so busy. Do not have the time to craft any truly unique masterpieces. If I am to become a true legend beyond this river or provincial market, I need help collecting the most rare and expensive components for my new creations. Take this for example, my secret design for a new musical instrument neither seen nor heard of before. Yes, I speak of the one and only melodic gaki flute. I have all the parts I need, expensive and polished, and ready to piece together. All I made is the piece that represents the melodic gaki and the melodic gaki flute. Which I mean the melodic gaki horn. Now some say the melodic gaki, the myth. But I say nonsense. Why I signed myself on a few decades ago. Sound way dangerous. Look man, I got orders to fill. Just bring me a melodic gaki horn and you'll be rewarded. Maybe it's Gaki. Gookie? I don't know. Words, Gaki. Thought you have been dealt with using the sacred arm say Victor. The Joker's land must have failed. Then well, in any case, I cannot move the curses on the world of a stranger, and so the Redemptors will need to meditate on the matter and to find the world with gods. Every two wish for help in the effort, you must first prove yourself a friend. Once you've done so, I'll secure you an orange of the Council of Nobles. Basically, remember all the glutton points we had? Yeah. Now we'll replace all of them with cursing points. Yay! We curse the 30,000 people living strictly by the tenets of the gods. So spiritual leaders, the Redemptors who commune with the gods, the importance and signs that pass down to us the world with the gods. This is why we enjoy the favor of gods over all offers. We are proud of what we have accomplished, but unlike our enemies, the Lutzens, we do not allow our pride to blind us to the world of the gods. I do hope you have not thrown your line with those barbarians. Oh yeah, no, totally not. So anyway, ultimately, our main quest, of course, is to get 10,000 faction points. Yay. Council spoken. To prove your allegiance, you must first encourage the faction by undertaking bullshit. Can't tell you how happy I am that the plague is under control. It's not really under control, but anyway. It's come at a price. The Lutzens are growing even more of a bellicose. It's high time we heal the living stone and rebuild the cathedral. With the rage of keeping all my usual forces occupied. You look like a fair hand in the fight. Someone to protect the stone singers while they complete the ritual. This one's a pain in the ass to actually do. This is sure to make it difficult. The Lutzens and everything else. Oh, so this is one of those quests that if you did this back in the day before Heroes were a thing, yeah, you would probably fail this several times over because henchmen do not focus on NPCs. Well, they are technically NPCs, but what it basically means is they don't focus on things outside of your party. Like in some missions where it's like, well, this person that's important, if they die, we lose the mission. You should probably heal them. They don't give a shit. They're just like, well, oh well. That's why you sort of need heroes for most content, honestly. It's a shame it took, well, till this. The only problem with heroes, though, is they made the game basically almost single player. Almost single player. Because if you have good enough heroes, you don't really need people for most things. And yeah. But it's not like there's really that many people left for most content anyway anymore. Sadly. But anyway, sure, yeah, why not? If you really wish to have the great houses, travel to Fort Aspenwood. There was the cursing side of it. But I don't really care about Fort Aspenwood. I've done it before. It's a PvP thing. Same with the jQuery. Go talk to people and then once you get there, we disband your entire party. Fun times. You can't use half your your skills because PvP skills, PvE skills, and PvP skills. How about you? What do you has? I was playing the day by a lake near Ferndale. A group of dredge attacked me and I had to flee. A dredge. A sly dredge, if ever there was one, stole my art supplies, of all things. Don't know what I wanted with them, but they were very expensive. Gift from the cursed master who trained me in the arts. Please can you retrieve my stone art supplies? Yeah. So, curses a bunch of artists and people who commune with the stone and trees and all that. Sort of thing. It's just, yeah. Honestly, I could debate about what is better or what is worse, but yeah. I mean, the Lutzens, I like the Lutzen Siege Turtles, to be honest. Lutzen Siege Turtles are very good at what they do. They siege things. Cursed Juggernauts are slow as shit. And about all they really have going for it is their toss, which knocks things down for what, 3 to 5 seconds? Which I mean, knock down for 5 seconds is pretty fun, but at the same time, that's literally all they have really going for it. Well, and I guess they give you an aura that gives you +1 to energy regen, but still. Not really that impressive when compared to, you know, a thing that can literally bombard an entire area. Speaking of siege turtles, Guild Wars 2 is live with the End of Dragons premiere was recently. And oh boy did that have some interesting stuff. They're gonna bring fishing to Guild Wars 2. Cause you know, fishing. It's not like that was tedious in any game. See, here's the thing, some people like fishing, which is fine. But I played World of Warcraft. Fishing in World of Warcraft is one of the most boring ass things there is. It's like you're literally practically falling asleep and then you have to remember to click the button to get the fish. Cause you know, it couldn't just be like Black Desert Online's fishing, well, it's just automatic. You could just go AFK, and leave yourself fishing all day. It's fine. But no, you had to do things in World of Warcraft. And then they added stupid achievements that, oh well, you need this one that has like a 0.001% chance, so have fun collecting that. Yeah, that pissed me off. I still don't have my riding turtle. Yeah, anyway. And I'm pretty sure Guild Wars 2 is gonna have similar bullshit. Maybe not the, well yeah, speaking of riding turtles, there's gonna be siege turtle mounts. Yay, siege turtle mounts. And multiple people can sit on the siege turtle mount. Lovely. Also something about necromancers with guns. Well, pistols, but still. Have to look into that later. Once I know more about the specializations. Anyway, focusing on Guild Wars 1 again. Oh god, you started me for a moment. I thought you were a black mower. Oh yeah, here's the thing, the game hypes up the black mower entirely too much in this. Also, this quest is entirely tedious. Because it's one of those quests where you're just going to get tossed around a lot. It's almost like a bureaucracy quest. Well, you go talk to this person, they send you to that person, then you go to that person, before you even find the frickin' black mower. And I know exactly what the black mower is. But no, we can't just go and get it. We have to go through the whole process of talking to everyone. Put an edge ever since my encounter. You've heard of the black mower, haven't you? Don't attack a knee, stranger. Oh, there's a note. You see, it all began several months back. So on patrol, keeping my eyes peeled for reluctant scouts. Out of nowhere, I was filled with the shrill cries of a winged beast. Then I blacked out. I don't remember what happened. I regained consciousness 5 days later, and house to house, covered in bruises and dizzy with a nasty headache. They said that my comrades had brought me here in deep coma. Please help me get my revenge. Track down the black mower and put an end to it, once and for all. Yeah. There's also an alternative way of doing that. If you're, well, if we had, you know, charm animal, you could charm the black mower instead of carrying it. It starts at level 20, which is, you know, pretty great. It's a pet you don't have to train all the way up to level 20. Your heroes enabled us to establish our hold on Harborstone, the sacred cathedral of the Zoo Helters. French depths are the great stores of magical amber. Unfortunately, as a side effect, the wardens have been drawn to the area in droves. Our defenses have been overrun. Nephew Tarek has been trapped inside. He's a talented stone singer, here to control and construct magical protectors. I sent him to summon stone guards and the hellfiend of the wardens, but despite his talents, I feel that he alone cannot win this fight. Yay. So, unlike the Lutzen area, Cursed area pretty much tosses the majority of the crest all into this area. Lutzen's were more spread out. on the crest. Like, like, majority of... Mouse, what are you doing? Mouse. Huh. Oh, my mouse is lagging pretty bad. Huh. Battery's probably dying again. I hate these stupid mice and the stupid battery life on these. Doesn't even last a month. And then it's just dead. Oh, come on. Come on. Get. Re. Oh, Lord. At least I kept the batteries right for you for just such a freaking occasion. No, not double A's. Honestly, if they were double A's, this would probably last a lot longer. But no, it's these crappy... You know, crappy small little batteries. Triple A's. Okay, put that in. Oh, that's much better. There's one thing that always bothers me about changing the batteries in the mouse. It's like it increases the mouse sensitivity, so it's a lot faster. Then you have to readapt, like you've gotten used to it, you know, moving slow because battery's wearing down, so it's moving slower. But then you replace batteries, it's like woof 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 woof. All of a sudden. Anyway, then should force us to wonder. I could more for a ride for the rest of my days there. But I think I might have read that. So little that we know about this magnificent place. It's ironically, we could spend our entire lives within this forest, and yet most of us never leave the confines of our houses and cathedrals. Myself have wandered out there for many years. Also, the problem is I haven't actually recorded in a while, so all this reading is, oh god, it's starting to hurt my throat. Because I haven't, you know, recorded in a while and just doing this all at once. Once it made it too dangerous for anyone but the bravest adventurers. As a matter of fact, I'm currently conducting research to determine why the wardens of this forest have become so hostile, but I'm in desperate need of some samples. So basically go kill Warden and Dragon Monster and Stone Skull. Kill him. Yeah, that's pretty easy. But as I was saying, like, basically, the curses have pretty much majority of their crest all in this area. Lessons were a lot more spread out. Hell, a lot of the Lutsen crests weren't until after you completed the, you know, the mission thing. And ended up into the section where you're supposed to be going from to Unwaking Waters, which curses, of course, also go to Unwaking Waters. As you can literally see from over here, that's where the mission thing would be. I think I've gotten pretty much all the quests now, though. Which means, hey, it's time to decide which way to go. Or I could come back later after I do my whole stuff again. For Guild Wars 2, Blarg. Trying to think, do I want to? Well, it's not that I want to, it's more that I have to. I have to keep making money for this whole plan. Oh well, we'll return to this eventually. Do some of the quests. Try to get uploaded soon. But yeah. And we're back. So, Just like that. Quick, easy 12 gold, I think I made. Which, yeah, that's like practically half what I used to be able to make in Guild Wars 2. Like, yeah, back in the day, that world boss train, it was like, it was profitable. You gained lots of karma, decent amount of loot, but at the same time, felt like you're pouring at least 4 hours with a world boss train, then over 2 to 4 hours with the dungeons, and yeah, trying to 30 gold. Nowadays it's like, well, I can, if I pour a full day's work, I can make 100 gold. Also, why am I trying to jump? Don't know. Controls are going to confuse me for a bit. Let's see, which wars I had. I guess Arborstone. Arborstone's fine. Yeah, I need to get stuff recorded, but it's probably gonna be slow. Process is probably gonna be slow until at least after Halloween. Because there's a lot of work to still do. I'm gonna try to get that stuff up for World of Warcraft for at least Brewfest and definitely for Halloween. And I need to get stuff up for this for Halloween. Each morning we gather here to pay respect to the artisans of all. The artisans guide our hands in all we create. When our work is done, they guide our souls into the mist. No mere play can withstand the artisan's holy song. Fear it not. The artisans make her sick. The artisans made Lutsen. By the holy hands made, behold the instrument of music, possessing great power and beauty. We two are instruments of the soul, crushed by the ancestors and saints protect us, while the artisan guides us into the mist. Make our decisions just sound and true. Let us weather this new conflict and emerge with a stronger foundation. Yes, 100 gold for that. Oh, yeah, we have over 100. Also, in terms of Guild Wars 1 funds to Guild Wars 2, I'd say a platinum in this is basically, I'm not sure I consider exactly like worth the same amount as a gold in Guild Wars 2. Like, it would be more like 10 platinums in this is worth like a gold. Or maybe 5. But still. Okay, so we have a few things to do. Wardens in the March. The March to go over there. Yeah, we'll get to that. Danger Force is just find those things. Beacon of Darkness is go here, go here, go here, go here, go back here, go over here. So where's the one I want? Song and Stone. Okay, so the Wardens of the March is there. We'll get there from the front. It's easier going to it from the front. So a bunch of wardens. Our priority is only wardens because they are good enough, which is bad. Anything else is less concerned. I was going to say, what if we change it? Alright, Winter's Day in July. Right, that's the thing. I was going to say, yeah, University doesn't have Winter's Day. Another fun thing was getting all those anniversary birthday presents, because I created a lot of characters. around the time I started such. So it's like, oh yeah, by the way, log in this character. Here's a bunch of bots. Log into this character. More bots. All the bots, of course. And fun things like guaranteed wardrobe unlock. Which, you know, at first I thought it meant, hey, I could just pick an outfit or something I want out of from like the gym store and it'll be unlocked, and that's great. It's random, which sucks. It's like, oh yeah, well, this is unlocked. This one weapon that the skin for this one weapon that you're never going to use. Like, why couldn't it just be, you know, a guaranteed unlock that I can actually pick and be like, hey, well, I want my Raiment of the Lich in Guild Wars 2. Or I want my Masad armor. Or Masad outfit in Guild Wars 2. But no. Yeah, no, we can play about Guild Wars 2 a lot, and that's happening. Oh yeah, that's correct. Guild Wars 2. The Communist Red Movement. It's a thing, comrade. It's a thing. Anyway, so this quest sort of sucks. Because we have this guy right here. See? He needs help. Problem though is, we're gonna be attached to 2 groups, potentially 3 if there's strategy involved. So we want to make sure we have minions. Because minion fighters are a lot easier. Minions can go hold one front over that. But when the minions go one front over that, we can deal with the other. One of the great things about having Necromancers in Guild Wars 2. Here's the thing. I'd say Warrior is probably my favorite class in Guild Wars 2. Because Greatsword, 100 blows, fun times. However, Necromancer would be my second favorite. Stabbing Mancer with daggers was fun. However, Reaper I think I probably actually enjoyed my work. Because Necromancer seems to, for some reason, survive a lot better because I didn't go full Berserk or Executioner. It's on my Reaper. But yeah, a lot better than survivability. Of course, by the way, 3. This one's harder because there's 3. There's that group over there that's gonna get aggro. This group over here. Basically, hey. Okay, minions are handling that side. Which means we can handle this side. Die. Of course you see it. Here. Oh shit. I didn't remember. Congratulations, we forgot about the oversight. But here's why I was afraid. Okay. Because now we got all this aggro. Which the main thing is, we need a water and dragon and stone tower current. And that's done. Usually one of these ones dies because it's a bit hard covering 3, areas at once, especially with these at. There's another hard one coming up, though. Of course, the elementals are good targets for pain further. But also don't stay up here. Target. Or, well, they're actually not that great for pain further, they use barbs. But they don't really have that many things to do potentially melee us. I mean, I guess they do have magical barbs that they can summon. But, yeah. And Tainted Flesh is whatever. Now, name target for Painted Flesh. Which is also better group, but because of course they do. Here's our worst story sometimes, and Guild Wars 2. Cause here's the problem. A lot of the story instances, these Horizons are a bit difficult. And they give you all these party members have to be. Like you get basically the B team for the most part. Problem though is the AI for like story stuff is, oh god, is it terrible. Like you get into a fight and they are basically just there to look like they're making progress. They don't really kill anything. It looks like they're doing a good job, but they're not. And if you go down, they maybe 10% of the time will come and revive you. 30% they're just gonna be like, meh, well, we're just gonna stand here. Well, you die and then you have to reload from a checkpoint. Again, and again, and again. I want to point out, it didn't really have that many problems with survivability. Except for maybe an ore. But Horizons is holy crap, it just, like, well, let's just make it Esca. Apparently it's not even that bad. Fire. You know, Horizons is basically different. I'm sure that's going to be in the Dragons. It's going to be harder, less hard. Let's see, we're still continuing our explorations. I think we may have to go back on ourselves to get up, though, after this. It is a bit easy to get confused down here. But yeah, I really hope Camp actually does look a lot better than, you know, it does in Guild Wars 1. So this guy right here, he's gonna be attacked by 3 directions. Sucks to be him. Our mage's gonna really handle, well, 2 directions. The Elementalist. I can't really see his light. So I'm just going to wing it and hope he's fine. But yeah, minions are pretty great at times. Though I hate minions in Guild Wars 2. They're very situational. Some of them are useful. But you can only have like, you know, only a few. Like 2 undead Jurgles that explode things. A world that immobilizes things. I think the flesh golem at least bleeds. Otherwise, yeah. It's also a lot tinier. Pathetic looking compared to how he is in this one. I mean, look at that thing. No. I mean, look at him. I'm trying to look at him at the camera angles. I mean, he's got this big ass horn, this one tiny arm, big claw hand. It's like pathetic looking in Guild Wars 2. But he does have a big horn, it's just small. I think he's even tinier in that compared to this. Of course you don't have, 10 minutes, you can just run and murder him. Because, bounce and bounce. I suppose it makes sense. Because we have, 50 necromancers. All the minions. Potential lag would be worse than most third. Which, by the way, is very rough on my computer. Very rough. Now then, here's this fun part where we're trying to figure out where do we go. Right? Because, it looks like we should go this way. But if I remember right, there isn't stairs that way. Yeah, which is why I get confused a lot. Because finding my way back up outhill is a bit of a pain. I think I want to go this way though. I mean, there's way up that way, so yeah, maybe this way. Yeah, there's that right there. I'm gonna go up that and go over. This is honestly relaxing. Fair to such. Because I have a full party that, you feel like just basically relax. I don't have to worry about, dodging this or moving out of the way of that. Well, unless somehow just start dropping ready judgment or stuff like that. For the most part, I can just move in. Have barbs on something, blind on. Going to make sure I tag something, or get to an event, or rush over here or there. Which, by the way, mounts do help a lot in that category. But I'm not entirely sure why no mounts do those. Because, sort of makes the regular content it breaks a lot of things. Like, for example, the spring amount, if the rap thing jumps up high. Which basically means, for the most part, all those fishes that are up high, you have a mount that just counters that. You just go your mount, jump up, grab fish stuff. Otherwise, you can't use such words like jumping posers. Which makes sense, because if you could just do that, you'd be done with the jumping puzzle. Just like that. I've gone over 3 ways, 3 directions. Okay, that was one to go handle that way, we can handle this one. To the north of there right now. So I'm pretty sure one of the lead specs preservers here is going to be a staff ward. Just cause they can make it a monk. You know, a monk that actually fights with a melee staff. Which would make sense. But then again, Revenant also has a melee staff, so it's sort of... Would they do such? Who knows? I'm still just content with my Berserker Greatsword. Yeah, since you'd be using like axes and stuff. Yes, I should be using axes, I just don't like axes, It's like, yeah, I thought to actually take damage. And they're like, nope, you can't take damage. So anyway, what? We have one more. Is that the entrance? Alright, by the way, what's March? Oop. There, see? It's almost like I planned this properly. Because, you know, I've done this how many times? In my opinion, once you reach these areas, it starts to die down. Like, yeah, it starts to die down a bit once you reach that or so. Like, Chin Monastery is perfect. It's a great starting zone. It looks pretty, it's fine. Once you reach the city though, it's like, they just immediately bombard you with like 10 to 20 crests. Right off the bat, once you reach the city. Which is a bit much. And after you get rid of most of those crests, then, which most of it involve going in a circle in that one area. Once you get rid of most of those quests, then it's just, yeah, not much to do with the city. Move on to the missions. And the city itself isn't really much to look at. There are slums, there's sewers, there's more slums. There's a temple, which is nice looking, and then more sewers, more slums. Then you finally get outside, and it's like, well, you can go to the Let's Alley, which is painful to look at after a certain amount of time, because of the Jade Sea. Huh, there's still one more left? What? Oh, in the middle. Not sure about that one. But anyway, wardens on the march. The problem here is we have a lot of wardens all in this one area right now. We don't want to aggro everything. That would be bad. If they have wardens work, wardens work, bad. So here's the thing, I want to cast that one, and cast that one, and that one. Fall back at me. Don't stand in circles. They should have been dead by feedback now. Oh well. Okay, well, I'm going to cast that. And there goes. Bornston's branch are also potentially good because well, Bornston's season usually casts Splinter Weapon on them. They have Splinter Shot, which, yeah. And I was one of those potential AoE things. Potential AoE is always good to put pain in torture or spider skeleton. However, wow, so it's good to put pain in torture on? That's right. More of those. I'm potentially going to die again. And we're going to try to get out of it, so that's technically 2 that goes for orders we made. So now we go over here. There's a tower kill. Die Tarek. My nephew. Sorry, I got distracted for that one. Oops, don't need this crap. However, nephew. Anyway, I want to do, but I can always just get over to Wardens. No, I don't say Guild Wars 1. Wardens are the March. There we go. There's the thing. I set my Overcooked laptop for like video purposes, so I can like watch things and upload from it. The only problem though is it's going to be a bit difficult to transfer stuff I record from this compared to that computer, because I don't actually have a transfer cable. I have to literally switch between a box back and forth. It's going to be fun. Super fun. But it means I can basically look up things without it having to actually run Chrome or Opera on the computer. It means there should be a lot less memory drain going on. Because Opera and Chrome drained a lot of that. Guild Wars 2 drained a lot of memory. Especially for running, you know, other stuff at the same time. Probably Fraps also drains a decent amount chunk of memory, because Fraps is a memory hog, or resource hog at best. So anyway, does it say? No, it doesn't. However, I look up Tarek Herzer, is that nephew. I like that, nephew. We're doing this. Yet, okay. Let's not get into the technicality of assuming genders here, but I'm pretty sure they used a female Persic necromancer model for such. No, this here was back in 2006. So I'm pretty sure Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 1 was not doing the whole... Well, I guess he identifies it as a... Let's not get into that. Basically what we have to say is, yeah, that was a thing. They just, in my opinion, they just didn't use the proper model of that. because they have a lot of cursing models. That just doesn't fit with the description. So, we've technically completed the request, just like that. So now we want to go back to how to. Let's see. There go over here. You're doing a great thing for the courtesy people, and the gods will surely reward your efforts. But if you're looking for more immediate gratification, please accept this with my personal thanks. I mean, we need 10,000 courtesy veteran. Well, there's 1,000 right there. Let alone 350 gold. Because making gold in this game isn't hard. Like, it's not really that difficult. Give my thanks and thanks to both House and the entire Cursed Nation. Yeah. We have to gain a skill point. Sort of wish it was easier to gain skill points in Guild Wars 2. But you have to go do hero skill challenges and stuff like that, and ugh. Yeah, that's no problem for our Thorns, as every one of those was practically, oh yeah, go fight this champion. Got all 3 samples. Marvelous. Now I should be able to finish my research and hopefully learn more about the force and why the wardens have turned against us. Good to see you again, friend. You know those samples you brought me have proven invaluable to my research. Once stored and tested on them, I found they still contain the essence of the force spirit who once protected these words. This is fantastic news, but it means that we are one step closer to learning why the force spirit has turned against us. Perhaps one day we will again coexist with the spirit. Meantime, I believe I figured out a way to tap the essence inside these samples. I need you to make some of this, take some of this essence to Master Smith, Rutger, and Ferndale. There's the thing. This here would have to be a decent stopping point before we go out here. But since I haven't actually done anything in a while, let's just keep doing things for a bit. For a bit. Also, I'm not entirely sure if it's possible for the opposing faction to take their capital. I think it gets up to like a faction mission. Faction, what the hell is it? Alliance battle. Up to like a point around it, but I don't think it actually progresses past that. So here's the thing, there's supply masters and stuff that we can do, small little tiny quests that technically are repeatable if you need faction, which, shrug. But the easiest way to get faction is just basically, hey, I'm missing some blessings. I have 100 gold, I have 100 gold. Boop. So, that one tamers though, just, you know, if you want to give out your pets. And get like a white tiger, for example. Yes. Here's the thing, I would be going that way. I would totally be going that way, but we're gonna go this way instead. Why? There's a method to my madness, of course there is. There's always a method to my madness. Usually. Though I do question it at times. Especially when I know I'm gonna probably eventually burn myself out and go I burnt myself out in World of Warcraft doing dailies. Children of dailies constantly for 7 months straight. Not even that hard to do, I mean it takes like 30 minutes. Over and over, it wears you out. Now, it hasn't even been a month on Guild Wars 2 and I can really start to feel drained. Especially because of the way it's done. It's like practically every 2 hours. Like I only get like maybe 30 minutes to an hour before I have to prepare for that again. Good question, am I going to prepare for it again? When we're done with this? Probably. Might as well do something before I head to bed. Somehow magically awake right now. Anyway. Is this the way I want to go? Maybe? Question mark. To that probably next video. This one we're just gonna go. We're going for announcement word central. Because the song was in the great show in the video. Like they dug yeah. Can't even show because they dug all the way from the Shepherd Pigs down to the Equipole Forest. So basically they dug their way to China. I know, right? They literally dug their way to China. Be a bit slow, but it's really not that bad. But you're still both a lot of you don't need to do both to complete factions. You don't need to do both. However, you do need to do both for start. Yeah, which I'm going to read, ain't I? After we're done. Oh Jesus, almost 3 a.m. You gotta need to go to the thing at 3:15. Then go to the other thing at 3:45. Yeah, much more like 3:48 by the time we get done with the other one, so shrug. Okay, so here's the thing. Outfield in this area. This is where the black mower is. Spoilers. But yeah, if you don't have done the quest, it is going to show up. That's strange. This here was a great place to get like a level trained pet, so, you know, like what we use it for. Body blocking and all that. Because in Guild Wars 1, pets are just dealt. They have certain, I forget how exactly it's factored in. Like if you're actually surviving long enough, and if you're using pet attached skills, they start going down the hole. So this path. I'll go that way, don't I? But if you're like not protecting them, they die a lot, and you're healing them a lot, then they go down the hardy path instead of the dire path. But yeah, it's like, that was the thing. Or you could just use like what I use it for. Potential war body blocking. You keep them in one place, then you can move on. Because if they can't go, you know, from their one area to attack like the monks or anything else, and they stay in that area and take, you know, meteor shower plus firestorm plus Savannah's heat, most things die. It's a bit overkill, actually. I'm sure there are more effective builds like Discord and all that. But yeah, don't hurt me, will you? I do not mean you any harm. Wait, I should do that. Do I want to do the Russian voice? I don't know if I do or not. Hello, comrade. You won't hurt me, will you? I do not mean you any harm. I just need someone to help. My people fight a great underground war against the Stone Summit Dwarves and the Shiver Peaks. Far to the north, I think. Some of the clan decided to escape the only way we know how, by taking a tunnel to the other side of the world. And now here we are, safe from the dwarves, comrade. It seems but these forests are strange to us. Oh, this forest is going to train me, isn't it? Anyway, there were no creatures that do not want to enslave that first part, no, but they want us dead. Humans called curses, I think. Try to kill us from encroaching on their territory. Please help us, I beg you. How reach this camp to help, sir? Heard the humans mention, I think he's one of the leaders. So basically we go tell the count that, hey, the Dredge don't want to fight. But yet, I want to point out, hey, the Dredge don't want to fight yet. How many Dredge do we fight on our way here? Exactly. Oh, so while we're here. So we go into the asteroid gate. Bye, party members. Miss you. Because I have to go uphill. Or some mount spoiled me. Because I'm so used to, you know, riding my raptor and just yeeting myself to places to get around. Walk, walk, walk. I eventually need to work on getting, like, battery progressing things so I can get the sky scale and all that. Could fly mount, because that's a thing. But yeah, come to help to send you. Well, we could definitely use the help. Thank you for coming. Yeah, but about that, but leave me now. So now I have to re-add my party members. Oh, as a reminder, it used to be you could only have 4 heroes. Which, and then that just supplemented with henchmen or other players. And now we can just have our full team that's, well, you know. Pretty sure they can handle most things. See, what else do I want? Monk, Owl, Necro, Ranger. Yeah, that'll do. But these monsters and intruders want peace after striking over patrols. Perhaps the creatures are unfit to they act in self-defense. March rely on the word toward trusted field officers, and they themselves claim self-defense. Well, your friend says his people have already made an enemy of the curses. That is the answer you may deliver. If these creatures only want to survive, they can do it wherever they came from. So basically, conveniently, we just go back here. Walk back outside. Because he's literally practically right outside. Also, like, no one there when asked for the word. But then again, it is 3 a.m. And I think more people did shake forward than I think. Oh well. At least he's not one of those targetable NPCs. So he's not going to be potentially murdered by the dredge by the time we get out here. So these curses refuse to hear reason, do they? I hope they could avoid conflict. By only one dredge. Or appeals for peace were met with scorn, I will still try to convince my people to stop attacking the curses. By the way, people are attacking the curses. At the time, the humans perceive you as a threat. Yeah, not a threat. Looks like you guys are a threat to me. Perhaps we're doomed for more of them. We are not monsters, and we have your findings with this. Good to see you again. You know even more talk than before. Though it convinced me to withdraw from contact with the curses, we had thought to take this ruin as our home, at least for a while, but these creatures called wardens would not give us a moment's peace. So I wanted to my people die. I really cannot take much more of this. Alice Cat, please destroy the wardens before they can destroy your dream of freedom. No one wants to go over here. The convenient way to deal with this is to go boop. Cause hey, we have more quests that involve this area. I think the Gaki's around there too. I know he's over there too. Maybe it's a Sly Dredge shoots over. No, I don't think it's a Sly Dredge. Well, it did say Ferndale. Well, we'll find out once we're outside. So I can do bear crest tracking. Okay. Yeah. That's not Ferndale. That's Milander's Hope. Huh. Okay. Murder Gaki Fleet. Check. Temple of the Dredge. Check. Beak of Darkness. Check. Spellman Weaponsmith. Check. Yeah, they're all pretty much in the right area. So anyway, we go over here. Boop. Boop. Therefore we can do all this in one video, hopefully. Before I have to end it and go back to this, to the ground. If I remember right, there should be some only before we reach our destination. Right about here, question mark. I don't know. Oh, there they are, up there. Oh, level 28. Because, why would they? the amount of Yankee we need. Bam, we need to clear this area out of the wardens. Need to kill this Yankee. We need to go over that. I think of assassins as... Well, here's the thing. They're dangerous unless they're focused on. So, focused on, yeah, they're pretty squishy. But if you just have them get in, they start backstabbing things, yeah, they're a bit threatening. No, big assassins. Well, yeah. Those tentacles. True, in a way, they almost sort of remind me of Umber Hawks. But, yeah, not as, you know, beefy. Right, what's up? I think I heard something move in the bushes. Yes, I know the Black Moor is an evil creature to be sure. Some say they roost in the depths of the underworld. Colossus waited to feed upon your flesh before returning to the pits to spawn more of the cursed offspring. Afraid that Arco was wrong, however. I do not know where the Black Moor resides. Go to Melanders, hope and speak with Eric Lutagardus? Anyway, whoever's won the Moatat, provided he hasn't purged that wretched memory from his brain, he could tell you more. So basically, hey, go to the next area. Spirit essence is from Andre? You say so as researchers successful, at least in part. Used to be his assistant, you know that? Then the legend that my wife and children lost everything dear to me. That day I couldn't eat or sleep for months. Finally my house redemptor came to talk to me. I realized that the gods had planned for me, and it was my duty to follow it. So, enough of my life story. Yeah, exactly. Why you tell me your life story? Thank you for delivering this. Come back there and you should be able to craft you some weapons to build with a spirit essence. I don't think you... I was going to say... I can't remember if he actually becomes a weaponsmith later on after we like rezone or not, but I don't think I really ever came back, because why would I? No longer out to us. However, MMORPG wants me to return. I will put that into consideration. However, according to my time, I'm probably going to do that next time. Yay. Oh well, we made decent progress. So I have 2 questions that was should say complete, you know. Just so I know. But anyway, there is one thing we need to do before we end the video, and that is progress. Because Ferndale is fun and all, but we need to go from Ferndale or to the next area. Thankfully, these maps aren't that long. Because it's like around here. So you're gonna know their schedule now. Thing is, there's also another area over yonder too. Which we don't really need to go to, but it exists, so we will probably go to, if that makes any sense. Oh god, that was one I was going to aggro too. Also for like, what is it, the supply missions and stuff, would also take us over this way. Okay, you can stop that. My ninjas are back there, so I'm not really too much need to walk a pain on because everything's spread out too. You know what I'm trying to do is push to destination. But nope, wardens. I wanna kill him. Anyway guys, obviously. Oh, more wardens. Wow. Love to stop and chat, but I'll be over hill. Like the Forest Master encourages you to explore areas and stuff. Delivering to the Quartermaster there, that's the way to get faster. Or you could just do the quest and not do the repeatable ones. I may do one of the arena ones later, but yeah. So anyway, over here is Lookgarder's Conservatory. It's a thing. There's probably no scares I really want, because remember I use curses. Favorite touch. Yeah. Nothing I really want. So, before we go, well, after I'll head back to Assport. We'll go turn in the quest next time, though. Because I'm gonna go do more grinding and Guild Wars 2. But hey, I recorded a video. Yay. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.